Third world culture, violence, religion, conflict. There's people who were armed this weekend. Again, we know who they are, don't we? Yeah? Police telling people to hide the weapons. And we won't stop you, we won't arrest you. If someone's carrying a bladed weapon, it's your duty, and we pay your wages to do something about that. Two-tier care, two-tier policing, everything's two-tier in this country at the minute. Revolution, not civil war, civil unrest, but that's what we've got. That's what we've got right now. It's about perspective. Looting Greggs, the local bakery, or Sainsbury's, is not going to save the kids. We already know there is a percentage of people, pack mentality, once things kicks off, will go to extremes. Don't let the press distract you. I've got friends on social media. Oh, looting Greggs is not going to save the kids. Well done, amazing. So I became part of the culture 2015 I'd never experienced before. I started picking my daughter up from school. Being a prison officer, I hadn't seen her from starting school. I'd never taken her to school. Worked too many hours. I would make new friends. Only within that environment, no social housing outside. There was a young lass, pretty, lovely smile, sad eyes. I'm a Sheffield lad, me, born and bred. She was from Rotherham. It became apparent, and we did discuss things. I'm going to use a word now. You know, people will roll their eyes, shut off. It's a dirty word, selective deafness and everything else. Not something a politician is going to use. Grooming, being groomed. She was part of that culture in Rotherham. Working class town, Rotherham. I always think of her the moment somebody says Rotherham. It's about perspective. A copper messaged me. Worked on the cases. Hundreds of men should have been locked up. Barriers everywhere. South Yorkshire Police complicit. That's doing him down. Him and his colleagues worked tirelessly. Thousands and thousands of man hours to bring prosecutions. Barrier after barrier after barrier. From above, Rotherham Council Social Services. There's a Labour MP, never forget this, who said all them girls, and there were some young lads, needed to keep their gobs shut for the sake of diversity. You despicable, despicable creature. So imagine growing up in Rotherham. You can't if you haven't, can you? In your community where you know these things are happening and nothing's getting done about it. Yeah? There's people within that community probably don't vote. You don't see the point. There's people within that community definitely vote. We know they are, don't they? Because you can get things done. Get people in power. Get people in power who'll be your voice in the name of diversity. Keep your gobs shut. Look at the places where it's kicked off the worst. They've seen the worst of what's happening to the country. Some of us, we're not seeing it, are we? I don't see it. I don't see it up here. Yeah? Middle class areas, posh towns. Go and look where it's kicking off. Telford, there's another place. Yeah, people don't want to know about these things, do they? Sheffield, I give Sheffield a mention because the media aren't going to, are they? There's a gang, or was a gang, over the weekend. Feral youths, pack mentality. I say feral youths, we don't know because they were all masked in black. Attacking people because of their ethnicity. I'll let you work out which way that was working. Brutal attacks. There is some on social media. When I say social media, on Twitter, they won't be aired anywhere else, will they? You won't get to see it. The media won't discuss that. All we're getting from the media continually is far right. All we're getting from the politicians is doubling down, doubling down, doubling down. Would I be going near migrant hotels or mosques? Quite definitely not. You know, civil unrest, civil war is what we're heading for. Not a revolution, which is what we need. Yeah? Me, I want money I pay in my taxes spent in this country. Yeah? I want to be able to have a dentist, a doctor's appointment, get medical services that I contribute to. The NHS is not free. People pay. People pay every week out their wages. It's not free. So you live in one of them working class communities where it's kicking off, and you've seen the worst of it. People in hotels, just imagine, I can't imagine being in a hotel. Yeah? You're not happy with the food because it don't fit in with your culture or it's not up to standard, but you don't have to do anything else. There's no bills to pay. And chances are you're going to get moved from that hotel into a property, a rented property that'll be nice, new bathroom, new kitchen. You get a phone, you know, maybe a bit of cash to spend, but you've got no worries. So you're in that hotel, what are you going to do? I can't imagine myself in one, but what are you going to do? Oh, I know, I'll go and stand by the local school when the kids are coming out. I'm not going to do that, am I? Third world culture, violence, religion, conflict. There's people who were armed this weekend. Again, we know who they are, don't we? Yeah? Police telling people to hide the weapons, and we won't stop you, we won't arrest you. If someone's carrying a bladed weapon, it's your duty, and we pay your wages to do something about that. Two-tier care, two-tier policing, everything's two-tier in this country at the minute. Revolution, not civil war, civil unrest, but that's what we've got. That's what we've got right now. I fear it's only going to get worse. You can threaten people with being locked up within 24 hours. It's not going to stop some people. They've got nothing anyway. They can't afford the bills. They can't afford anything. As a 20-year-old, building societies were offering me 2 times, 2.5 times, and 3 times at the extreme my salary for a mortgage. At 20, I bought a house. That same house now and salary, 9-10 times they'd have to allow me. There's nothing. You're not getting on a property ladder. Properties are scarce. Rents are going up. Bills, again, this winter going up round about 75%. 75%. Most of the country's flat on its arse. Public sector, they're going to be on board, aren't they? Against the fascist, far-right Nazis, because that's what normal working class people are getting called now. Because the public sector are all looking for them big pay rises, aren't they? 22% like the junior doctors. Who's forking for that? Yeah, the working class man. Them at the bottom. The vast majority of this country will be on national minimum rate, there or thereabouts. Go and look at the places where it's been kicking off, like I said. Working class towns. Places that have seen what the rest of the country is going to be like if you're not careful. Second class citizens in your own country. Politicians doubling down. It's not going to stop this. Your prisons are going to be full, your police cells are going to be full. Coppers right now will be going on the sick. A lot won't be going back. You're recruiting absolute plant pots. Absolute plant pots, not fit for service. I said 2024 was going to be a tough year for this country. And I'm including Ireland now. Standing together. Perspective. Rotherham. Living in an environment where your kids haven't been safe for decades and nothing done about it. Hundreds escaping prosecutions. Councils complicit, never forget. God bless you all. Thanks for your continued support. Thanks for coming. I'll see you.
In the shadows they reside. Secrets etched in stone. Echoes of forgotten cries. Behind these walls alone. Behind the walls where darkness thrives. Whispers linger, secrets hide, invisible chains.